2026. El de Spider-Man, él. you to the members of the Central Islip High School Wind Ensemble under the direction of Mr. Jerry Ryan. And thank you to Ms. Weissman and Mr. Solomon for that wonderful rendition of the national anthem. It is wonderful to see everyone gathered this evening celebrating the accomplishments of the class of 2026, our future leaders. We would like to take a moment to acknowledge and thank our Board of Education for all of their hard work and dedication to our students and school community. Mr. Lou Alcantara, President, Ms. Maureen Esposito, Vice President, our Board of Education trustees, Ms. Michelle Harriet, Mr. Glenn Mitchell, Mr. Jim Musumeci, Mr. Ralph Delgado Jr., and Ms. Debbie Kavanaugh. We would also like to thank our Central Office Administration, Dr. Sharon Dungy, our Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Matthew Matera, our Assistant Superintendent for Administration, Ms. Jessica Iafredi, our Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction, and Mr. Frank Bobby, our Assistant Superintendent for Business. We would not be here today without the efforts of our high school administrative team, Mr. Blum, Mr. Posner, Ms. Laurentini, and Mr. Jackalone, and Mr. Nemes, for their hard work throughout the school year. We would also like to thank our athletic director, Mr. John Pirapato, and our director of guidance, Mr. Brian Diener, for their hard work and dedication at the high school this year. In addition, we would like to thank the high school faculty and staff for their devotion all year long. We thank our senior class advisors, Mr. Earhart, Ms. Viatoro, the main office staff, Ms. Escobar, Ms. Pepitone, Ms. Portillo, Ms. Rosado, Ms. Rivera, Ms. Gomez, and Ms. Michaels. We thank Mr. Pagnata and the high school custodial staff, and Mr. Providente and Mr. Hildebrand, and the Buildings and Grounds team. The Parent-Teacher Student Association for their support. Mr. Wiener, Mr. Andre Griffin, and the school safety team. We would also like to thank Mr. Phil Boyd, Director of Music and Technology, for all of their efforts in making this ceremony a success. At this time, we would also like to thank our Central Islip High School alumni who are here joining us for today's ceremony. We welcome the members of the class of 2016. Please stand. Thank you. We welcome members of the class of 2006. Please stand. We welcome members of the class of 1996. Please stand. We welcome members from the class of 1986. Please stand. We welcome members from the class of 1976. Please stand. Thank you, Mr. Jordan. And last but not least, we welcome members of the class of 1966. Please stand. Thank you to all of our alumni who are joining our celebration in honoring the class of 2026. That's 60 years of CI greatness right there. Thank you to all the parents, guardians, grandparents, families, and students here today celebrating this great accomplishment. This accomplishment not only displays your hard work and dedication, but it also demonstrates the love and sacrifice that your family has made to help you get to this point and achieve this milestone. Let's have a round of applause for our families who played a critical role in your daily success. And now let me tell you something about the class of 2026. They are a magical group. During their senior year, they've earned millions in grants and scholarships. Over $200,000 in community scholarships from organizations like the CITA, PTSA, and other community organizations who are giving scholarships to our graduating seniors. We have a Gates Scholarship recipient. Westbridge finalists. We have acceptances in this class to 94 different colleges, such as Duke, Harvard, Penn State, Georgetown, NYU, Morgan State, Stony Brook, Lincoln, Hofstra, St. John's, Bartlett, Quinnipiac, Ohio State, Tuskegee University, School of Visual Arts, and the list goes on and on and on. We have members of the class of 26 who are entering the armed forces as Marines, National Guard, and Air Force. Big round of applause for them. We have students who are attending trade schools or entering the workforce. A big round of applause for them as well. But I want to say the most important experience that the class of 2026 has had is the Knicks championship in over 50 years. They were able to witness records being broken in the World Cup by Lionel Messi, witnessing the final World Cup of Ronaldo and Messi. Those are quite some achievements. Those are once-in-a-lifetime achievements, and congratulations to every member of the class of 2026 on all of those achievements. Before I go on, there's some students I'd like to recognize. At this time, I ask that the top six please stand. Everyone here would like to wish you all the best in all of your future endeavors. Thank you. You may be seated. If you attended a vocational program during your school day, please stand. Congratulations. We wish you all the best in your chosen career path. Thank you so much. You may be seated. Finally, I would like to ask our new alumni who are going to serve our country in the armed forces to stand. You are an inspiration to us all. Thank you for your service and Godspeed. You may be seated. As you step into the future, there will be uncertainty. There will be moments when things don't go as planned. But remember this, everything you learned at Central Islip High School has prepared you for those moments. You've already proven that you can adapt, grow, and push forward. And as you move forward, let's not just chase success, create impact. Lift each other up, support your community, and be kind to people who make a difference. As you graduate, remember that your greatest achievement isn't just what you've learned, but how you use it. Every choice you make is an opportunity to create positive change, whether it's small acts of kindness or bold steps towards a better future. Go forward with purpose, lead with compassion, and leave every place and person a little better than we find it. To our families, thank you for your sacrifice, your support, and your belief in us. Our graduates wouldn't be here without you. To our teachers and staff, thank you for your patience and guidance and never giving up on the class of 26. Class of 2026, we believe in you, we are proud of you, and we can't wait to see the future you create. Now go forward with purpose, with pride, and with the Musketeer spirit. Congratulations to the class of 2026, Go Musketeers. At this time, please welcome Dr. Sharon A. Dungy, Superintendent of Schools, to the podium to announce the recipient of the Rachel Quinn Kindness Award and to address the class of 2026.
Hello, everyone. Afternoon. Good evening. Good evening, class of 2026. I'm proud of you. Can we give them another round of applause, class of 2026? Okay, before I address everyone in the room, we have a special award called the Rachel Quinn Award. There's a little story that goes with this award. It's a very special award, and as I said to the other students in the other buildings that achieved the award, you all are worthy of this. Class of 2026, Mr. Earhart was crying the other day, and he told me, I can't do this anymore. This is an amazing class, and so this probably was a very difficult decision that Principal Harathonian had to make, but here we go. So listen carefully because it's a very meaningful story behind this award. The Rachel Quinn Children's Foundation was founded in 2021 by Rachel's family and friends following her sudden death. United by one shared purpose, they sought to ensure that Rachel's love for children and education would continue to make a lasting impact. Rachel was an elementary school teacher whose greatest gift was her heart. She believed every child deserved to feel seen, supported, and encouraged, and she carried those values into her classroom each day. Rachel is remembered as a rare soul, beautiful inside and out, whose compassion and grace touched countless lives. Her love for children and education lives on through the mission of this foundation, ensuring that her spirit continues to make a difference. In honor of Rachel Quinn, always be kind. Mrs. Eichbreit is going to continue, and then we're going to present this award to the recipient and to the person who doesn't know who they are.
Congratulations, everybody. So the Rachel Quinn Kindness Award recognizes students who demonstrate exceptional empathy, compassion, and support for others, reinforcing the importance of kindness and reminding each other that choosing empathy matters. This year's Rachel Quinn recipient is Ms. Camila Sarmiento. $50 Amazon gift card along with a certificate of recognition.
You know, Mr. Show, we're going to do the photo, but Camilla, this is a very, I'm not that tall, but this is a very special award, and I'm going to put Camilla on the spot and ask her to say something about kindness. This is quite an achievement. Would you please address your fellow peers and classmates?
Well, I'd like to begin by saying thank you so much for this award. This was completely out of nowhere. I was literally telling my friend Tiffany right now, like, she is the kindest person I know, squeezing her hand. And there are just so many kind people that I do know here, but I'm greatly honored, so that's the first thing I'd like to say. But kindness. I was actually raised on a very important principle about kindness that my sister Arlene told me when I was young. It is one thing to be nice, but it is something entirely different to be kind. You can be nice every day, but true kindness comes from your soul. It comes from deep within. Kindness isn't simply saying hi to someone in the morning and you never do it again. It's making sure you say hi every day. And then the last day you see that person, they'll say, thank you so much, that meant so much to me. So kindness is about living every day and choosing to be kind, no matter what. Because you can be nice, but are you really kind? So, thank you. And we put her on the spot. Was that a beautiful speech? Give her another hand. Come on, guys. Applause for the picture. Give her another round of applause. I know, a lot of speeches today, right, guys? Mine isn't that long, I promise, like 6 minutes, but don't time me. Good evening, Board of Education members, administrators, teachers, staff, families, friends, members of the centralized community, and, most importantly, the class of 2026. Let's give them a better round of applause for that. This is a great class. To our Board of Education, where's the Board of Education? Should I make them stand? Board of Education, thank you for your continued commitment to our students, our families, and the future of Central Islip. Your support helps create the opportunities that allow our young people to grow, succeed, and shine. Let's give our Board of Education a round of applause. To our administrators, where are you administrators? Raise your hand, administrators. Mr. Posner is the only one raising his hand. Teachers, where's our teachers? Gotta give you a shout out. And our staff, thank you for the work you do. Days like today do not happen by accident. They are built by people who care deeply about children. Whether you were in a classroom, the office, the hallway, the cafeteria, or in buildings, or behind the scenes, every role mattered. Every act of kindness helped bring our graduates to this moment. And there's nothing better than having an amazing teacher in your life. I know that firsthand because I've had some pretty amazing teachers in my own life. Teachers have a special gift. They often see greatness in students long before students see it in themselves. Not long ago, I received a beautiful email from a former Central Islip student named Geraldo Cortez, known to many as Ozzy. I don't know if anybody remembers Ozzy. Oh, I guess so. I'm probably saying his name wrong, I apologize, but they call him Ozzy. Ozzy graduated from Central Islip in 2012. Today, he's a music teacher in the Patrick Medford District. He's also studying educational leadership. In his email, Ozzy shared how much Central Islip shaped him. He wrote about the dedication of his teachers, the opportunities he was given, and the way the district helped him believe in what was possible. And now, years later, he is standing in front of his own classroom, working to give students the same encouragement, support, opportunities that his teachers gave him. That is the beauty of Central Islip. Our story does not begin with any one person, and it certainly doesn't end with any one person. I'm incredibly proud to serve as your superintendent, and I am proud of all that we have accomplished together. But I also know that I stand on a foundation built by great leaders who came before me. From Fred, I hope I say this name right, Shirlington, when this role was known as the district principal, wasn't the superintendent back then. And to John Leach, Dr. James Jennifer, Mr. Edward Porter, Mr. Howard Koenig. I only named him once, but he's been here in and out again and again and again. Dr. Jerry Jackson, Mr. Atiba Weeza, Mr. Mark Schnitzler, Dr. Carr, each one helped write a chapter in Central Islip's story. And tonight, we honor that history while also looking forward to the future. Because Central Islip has always been and will always be a place where people plant seeds they may never see fully bloom. But those seeds grow and they matter later. And there was a board member named Dan Devine, and he always told me that quote. Now, to our parents, where are our parents? So proud.
Families, días y tíos, pamientas, and loved ones, this accomplishment also belongs to you too. You were there for the early mornings, the late nights, the homework, the reminders, the rides, the worries, the prayers, and the encouragement. You loved to help carry these graduates across the finish line. So tonight, as they receive their diplomas, I hope you feel proud. Not only for them, but for yourselves. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you, family. And now to our graduates, the class of 2026. Congratulations. Felicidades, you did it. Through challenges, laughter, friendship, lessons, growth, and probably a few moments when you wondered if this day would ever come. You made it. People will give you a lot of advice tonight. They will. So I'll keep mine very simple. Many of you know my story too. I lost my mom when I was 5 years old. My life was not easy, it was not smooth, and it was not handed to me. I had to lean on faith, resilience, hard work, and thankfully the kindness of others. So as you leave Central Islip, take kindness with you. In a world that can sometimes feel loud, rushed, and divided, kindness is power. Be the person who includes others, be the person who lifts others, be the person who walks into a room and makes it better simply because you were there. And now one last piece of advice from a former teacher and a very proud superintendent. Class of 2026, stay humble, stay grounded, keep your word, answer your text messages, call your family, and never forget the people who believed in you. And because you know I love the New York Knicks, can we give it up for the Knicks? What number was Jalen? 11. Miss Harry knows that. She was a cheerleader during those games. He said that one of the most important things keeping the people you love is keeping the people you love close, because they'll keep you humble, grounded, in the right frame of mind. That's what Jalen advises. So class of 2026, as you go forward, keep the right people close. Stay humble, stay focused, stay kind, and never forget the people who believed in you before the world even knew your name. And when you make it, because you will, reach back and help someone else make it too. Congratulations, graduates. We are proud of you beyond words, and we look forward to your next chapter. But I don't have advice, but I have one little thing to show you from some students that put something together for you. So look at the screen. They're going to give you some advice.
Don't be bossy. Don't grow up too fast. Take lots of pictures of your family before you go to college. Always know your friends. Always save money for Always call your family. Remember to make good choices. Don't forget about your parents and love them in your heart. Leave new places. It's okay to be mistakes. That's how you love happiness. Read a book. Make sure to do your best. Always follow the rules. Chase your dreams like you follow the ice cream truck.
Loved you, we came very close, and I wish you only the best. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Dungy. At this time, please welcome Mr. Louis Alcantara, Central Islip Board of Education President, to the podium.
Good evening, my fellow Board of Education members, district administrators, teachers, staff, families, friends, and most importantly, Central Islip High School class of 2026. Graduates, tonight is your night. You have worked for this moment. Your families have prayed for this moment.
Just have to move down one.
This community is proud to celebrate this moment.
Alright, then the flowers.
On behalf of the Board of Education, congratulations.
Alright, so you gotta move down this way.
When I look at you tonight, I cannot help but think about my own journey. I came to the United States from the Dominican Republic in 1971 when I was just 6 years old. I spoke only Spanish. I had to learn a new language, new culture, and a new way of life. It was not easy, but I was blessed to have teachers who believed in me, encouraged me, and helped me find my way. They inspired me to become a teacher. That is why I've always believed that there is nothing better than having a great teacher in your life. A great teacher can change the way you see yourself and the way you see your future. Class of 2026. Many of you have your own stories. Some of you have faced challenges that people may never fully know. But tonight you are here. You kept going. You pushed through. You proved that your story is still being written. As Eleanor Roosevelt once said, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. My message to you tonight is, believing in dreams, but also be willing to work for them. Be proud of where you come from. Be proud of your family. Be proud of Central Islip. Be proud of the fact that your graduating class of 2026 has earned an astounding $7.1 million in grants and scholarships to be paid out in the next 4 years. In case you didn't hear me, let me say that again. $7.1 million in grants and scholarships. This community is built on hard work, resilience, kindness, and heart. And tonight you represent the very best of us. To the parents, grandparents, guardians, and families, gracias por su amor, por sus sacrificios y por creer en nuestros estudiantes. Este logro también es de ustedes. Thank you for your love, your sacrifices, and for believing in our students. This achievement belongs to you as well. Graduates, as you leave Central Islip High School, remember this. You do not need to have every answer tonight. You only need the courage to keep moving forward. Some of you will go to college, some will enter the workforce, some will serve our country, and some are still deciding what your next step might be. Wherever life takes you, carry yourself with pride, discipline, kindness, and respect. Never be ashamed of your story. Never forget the people who helped you along the way. And never stop believing that you can become more than you ever imagined. On behalf of the Central Islip Board of Education, congratulations to the class of 2026. We are proud of you, and we cannot wait to see all that you will become. Thank you, congratulations, and may God bless the class of 2026.
Thank you, Mr. Alcantara. At this time, please welcome Layla Critter, the class of 2026.
class of 2026. I promise to keep this short because I know I'm the obstacle standing in the way of all the students, the moment that y'all been waiting for, getting called up and getting your diploma. First, I'd like to thank our families. Thank you for every ride to school, every pep talk, every did you do your homework, and every sacrifice you made from each and every one of us. Without you, we would not be celebrating this joyous, momentous occasion. To our teachers, our counselors, our administrators, and our staff, and everyone that supported us. Thank you for your years of guidance, your patience, and for believing in us, even when some of us waited until 11:59 to submit our assignments. And to the class of 2026, we made it. We survived. We survived the test that we should have studied more for. We survived the group project where somebody probably disappeared. We survived senior rioting. We survived everything. Even the roller coaster of waiting for a college decision. And looking around today, I say it was all worth it. As a lifelong Harry Potter fan, I wanted to leave you with one of my favorite quotes. It is our choices that show who we truly are, far more than our abilities. Over the past 4 years, we've all made choices that led to this exact moment right now. And as we step into a new chapter, I hope to continue choosing kindness, courage, and confidence to the people that we're going into. Thank you for allowing me to represent the class of 2026 this year. And before I leave the stage, there is one more person I would like to recognize. Ms. Dudley, on behalf of the entire senior class, thank you. Thank you for your kindness, your encouragement, and everything you've done to support us through our time here. Your dedication has meant more than you know, and we are truly grateful. Please accept these flowers as a small token of our appreciation. Congratulations once again, class of 2026. Thank you and enjoy the ceremony.
Thank you, Layla. At this time, please allow me to introduce our keynote speaker for the evening. Mr. Perez Varlak is an alumnus of Central Islip High School class of 2017. He completed his bachelor's degree in computer science from SUNY New Paltz. Mr. Varlak began his career at Retail Me Not, leading teams as a senior software engineer. His most recent endeavor is being the co-founder and president of the Central Islip Alumni Scholarship Fund, raising over $60,000 for our graduating seniors in 3 years. Mr. Perez Varlak.
CI, what's up? Nah, I know y'all. You do better than that. I said, CI, what's up? Y'all did it. Class of 2026. This is your moment. Before anything else, let's be clear about something. Nobody got here alone. So let's give it up to the parents, the families, the teachers, and everybody who made sure you didn't quit on the days you didn't want to. My name is Perez Varlak. I'm an alumni, class of 2017, and a first-generation college graduate. And not that long ago, I was sitting exactly where you are, graduating. Not in the nice AC that we have now. We were out on the hot field, baking in the sun. So we got it good this year, guys. We got it real good this year. But I digress. So not that long ago, I was sitting where y'all were. in the high school. Same gym, same struggles, same questions about what comes next in life. And today, I'm a senior software engineer. I have a bachelor's in computer science. I'm a recent husband, married to my stunning wife sitting over there. I'm the president and co-founder of the Centralized Alumni Scholarship not-for-profit, which everybody here should check out our table afterwards. And I'm proud to travel the world. I built a life I'm proud of, and it all started right here in CI. But I want to share something with y'all. My life didn't start with success. It started with doubt. It was freshman year. My brother was a senior managing the swim team. My coach asked me, my brother, if I wanted to take over managing the swim team. My brother didn't ask me. He answered for me. He said, my brother is too dumb to run the team. Can you believe that? Your own family member doubting you? And some of you know exactly what that feels like. Someone deciding who you are before you even get the chance to try. But here's where my story starts. I didn't accept that. Deep down, I knew I could do it. I just needed the opportunity. So I found a coach in the hallway. One day, I walked up to him, all nervous as we all are freshman year, and I just said, I want to manage the team. And my coach replied, okay, come on down, I'll see what you can do. And that changed everything for me. I know everyone graduating today can look back at a moment where this school district gave them the opportunity to be better, to step into a role you know you can fill, a role you can grow into. For me, it was my coach who allowed me to grow into the person he knew I could be. So shout out to right here. Because sometimes your success doesn't start with confidence. So here's another secret I want to share with y'all. I don't consider myself to be hugely confident. My friends do, my coworkers do, my wife does. You'll probably think I'm confident for getting up here and talking in front of 2,000 people. But in reality, I'm more fearful about not becoming the person I know I can be than I am confident. So freshman year, I had a coach who believed in me more than I believed in myself. And my senior year, I had a teacher who introduced me to something I was passionate about. Let me tell you about this guy. Some of you might know him. Because of him, I found computer science. I was the first class to take the computer science principles course at this high school. Because of him, I found something I was actually good at. And because of him, I found a path to follow. He had set me up for a life I didn't expect in my wildest dreams. Computer science led me to meet my best man at my wedding, led me to travel around the U.S., led me to start earning a high income right out of college, led me to meet my incredible wife. And I don't say this to brag, but to inspire y'all, to let you all dream and show you the impact that your teachers, this community, has and continues to have on every single one of us. The teachers, the educators, the people who believe in you, the people who know you're only starting, that you get to meet your full potential despite your background, despite where you come from. By the way, that teacher is Mr. Earhart, probably around here somewhere. There he is, he's back over there. So when I went to college, I thought things would be the same. I thought the world would be the same. But I was in for a surprise. I had signed up for a freshman class I was meant to support minority students. Have an opportunity to be around and be mentored by faculty that look like me, look like us. And I remember one seminar, the professor walked in and told us, and I kid you not, he literally said this, half of y'all are going to fail one or more classes. You need to drop the class to protect your GPA. He didn't say, let's figure out a way to pass. He didn't say, I still believe in y'all, let's find a way. Instead, he just gave up on us. It was then that I was told by multiple other professors who are also minority and look like us, that because I'm Hispanic, because I'm black, I'm oppressed. Can you imagine another black person, another Hispanic person, someone else who looks like us, an educator nonetheless, telling us that we're oppressed? Where's the belief? Where's the empowerment? How is telling me that supposed to be helpful? How is that inspiring? So I didn't accept that. No one gets to tell me. No one gets to tell us. No one gets to tell any of you what you can or can't do in this world. No one gets to tell us that because we're black, we can't be president of the United States of America. No one can tell us that because we're Hispanic, we can't sit on the Supreme Court. No one can tell us that because we're different, we can't succeed. They did it, your parents did it, your teachers did it. Because where we're from, that's not what we do here at CI. We were taught that anyone can succeed. We have parents who sacrifice so much and believe tremendously in your success. We have educators, all sorts of ethnicities and races, who believe in your success. And that's CI pride right there. You know what they say? You can take the kid out of CI, but you can't take the CI out of the kid. And that's true, though. That's very true. So when you leave here today, remember how your educators supported you, how they believed in you. And one last piece of advice. Just because you're in the minority does not mean y'all can't be extraordinary. Congratulations, class of 2026.
Thank you, Mr. Barlak, for addressing our graduates and our school community. So at this time, our class of 2026 salutatorian will be coming to the microphone. She has a weighted grade point average of 108.72. She is a stage crew assistant technical director, action committee chief operative officer, Empire CEO and founder, Computer Science Honor Society co-president, Varsity Girls Lacrosse, Keep Islip Clean Junior Commissioner, Math Club Vice President. She will also be attending Harvard with a full ride in the fall to study mechanical engineering. Camilla Sarmiento Romero.
Central ISIP staff and administrators, and above all, the graduating class of 2026. My name is Camila Nataren Sarmiento Romero, and before I begin, I have one very important question. ¿Dónde están mis salvadoreños? Today marks the end of our high school career, and every ending asks us to do two things at once: to look back with gratitude and to look forward with courage. When I look back and see everything that has brought me to this stage tonight, I see the dreams of my 10-year-old self, but I also see the dreams of my fellow classmates, friends, and family. We wanted to be doctors, teachers, architects, presidents, just people who would leave their mark on the world. While our families, well, they simply wanted us to do the best with the hand we had been given. And as we grew, so did our dreams. We learned what we were good at, and especially what we weren't. And we also began to learn some harsher truths. We've always known we're from Central Islip, but we began to learn what that meant to other people. We began to learn that others would already have their minds made up about us before ever meeting us, and that they would see a community as diverse as ours as something to look down upon. Yet there is something else we have always known. We know how strong we are. We know that it is our families who wake up before sunrise and come home long after dark who make our community shine. We know it is our students who have never let circumstances define them who make Central Islip the place to be. And now we're going out into the world, a little scared and a little excited, but above all, taking our community with us in our hearts. And yet, what am I supposed to say to a group of students who have faced difficulties that so many people our age can't even fathom? I can only offer words of advice that inspired me to keep going when a goal seemed impossible. A wise and simple recipe that a migrant farm worker once told his son, who would later go on to become a NASA astronaut. And now, this recipe is short. The first ingredient is to find your goal. The second is to look at where you are standing and know how far you still need to go. The third is to think about how you're going to get there and draw your roadmap. And fourth, if you don't know how, you learn. And last but not least, when you think you have made it, you probably have to work even harder. Y ahora quiero decir unas palabras en español. Para los padres, las madres, los abuelos, las abuelas y los estudiantes que están aquí esta noche y que quizás no entienden cada palabra de este discurso, pero entienden perfectamente el sacrificio que representa este momento. Ustedes encontraron una meta cuando dejaron su país buscando una vida mejor. Ustedes supieron dónde estaban parados y cuánto les faltaba para recorrer. Ustedes trazaron un camino cuando trabajaron largas horas, aprendieron cómo seguir adelante y aprendieron un nuevo idioma, un nuevo sistema y una nueva forma de vivir. Y aún después de todo eso, siguieron trabajando más duro. Por eso quiero que sepan que los vemos. Vemos el cansancio, vemos los sacrificios que nadie más ve y vemos el amor detrás de cada uno de ustedes. Y antes de continuar, también quiero darle gracias a Dios, porque sin su gracia y las personas que puso en mi camino, yo no estaría aquí hoy. Así que a mi comunidad latina, mi familia que está viendo desde Honduras, muchas gracias. First ingredient was to find your goal. And for some of us, that goal was college, and for others, it's entering the workforce, supporting our families, or simply crossing this stage tonight. But behind every goal was someone who believed in it long before we did. Parents, teachers, coaches, grandparents, siblings, and friends who reminded us to keep going when that goal felt impossible. Because if we don't define our goal on our own terms, the world is going to try to define it for us. But finding your goal is only the beginning. The second ingredient is to look at where you are standing and know how far you still need to go. I'm staring out and I see so many of us being the first. The first to graduate, the first to open college portals and turn our parents' sacrifices into something visible. Even when we didn't know the language, the system, or the path, we still learned it anyways. And where we are standing right now is incredible, and how much we have left to go is going to amaze the world. And when I look at where I am standing, I think of my mom. Speaking of my mom, I would like to ask her to rise. Mami, si pudieras ponerte de pie, por favor. My mother, everyone, who built a life from nothing so I can build mine from possibility. Mam, no hay palabras que puedan expresar mi gratitud. Llegaste a este país sin conocer el idioma y nos creíste a mis hermanas y a mí como madre soltera. Una vez me dijiste que los padres quieren que sus hijos sueñen en grande, que cargan menos dificultades y que sufran menos. Pero mami, tú eres lo que yo siempre he querido hacer. Tu lucha te hizo fuerte y tu sacrificio te trajo hasta aquí. Prometo llevar nuestro apellido a lugares donde nunca antes he estado. Y no olvidar jamás las lecciones de trabajo duro y la humildad. Gracias, Mom. And yet, knowing where you are standing is not enough. The third ingredient is a little bit harder than the rest. It was to think about how you're going to get there and draw your roadmap. Because our dreams are powerful, but it is direction that will turn them into reality. And no roadmap that we make is ever going to be perfect. We're going to take detours. We're going to go off course and question ourselves. But every step is still a step that counts. And before I talk more, I need to say thank you to the people who helped me draw my roadmap. To our security staff, thank you for seeing me through my ACL recovery and cheering me on every step of the way. To our lunch staff, who absolutely have my salad order memorized and countless others, Thank you for the kindness and familiarity you bring to us every day. To our custodial staff who keeps our school clean and has never failed to supply a table or a plastic bag when Mr. Earhart sends stage on an errand. And to my friends, the people I built my roadmap with, thank you for making the hard days lighter and the good days even better. I wouldn't be standing here without you guys. And that's the point of a roadmap. We are never drawing it alone, and we don't have to have everything figured out today. You just have to keep moving forward with intention. And even the best roadmap won't have every answer. And that's exactly why the fourth ingredient matters so much, that if you don't know how, you will learn. We've grown up hearing the phrase, ponte las pilas, pa'lante, put your foot on the gas. And that is exactly what this fourth ingredient is. We won't ever have all the answers. And yet, if you're willing to make your dream a reality, to put in the hard work when you're scared, alone, or confused, that is when it will all matter. There will be a time when it's harder to learn than others, and it's okay. I would not have learned how without the people who taught me how to keep going when I didn't have all the answers. My wonderful, wonderful teachers and counselors. From elementary school to middle school to high school, where every single teacher has set a stone in my path to this stage. And Mr. Earhart, my computer science teacher, my stage crew advisor, and so much more. Thank you for the countless lessons from Python to life advice. And please know that for the rest of my life, you are the answer to the question, what teacher has changed my life? And yet, learning doesn't stop once you figured it out. Because when you think you've made it, you probably have to work even harder. Hard work is never done and a job is never over. We are from Central Iceland and we are proud, but that means our start and finish lines are much different from the rest of the world. So I urge each and every one of you to make whatever you do in this world so entirely undeniable that the world can't ever take it from you. You may reach your goal, but there's always another battle and another day to overcome. And I've learned that lesson the most from my two sisters, Arlene and Senya Sarmiento. My two sisters.
Good afternoon, faculty and staff, family, friends, and of course, the class of 2026. And I know it's a habit for us to say good morning, good afternoon, and good night, but today really is a good day, and I'll let you all know in a moment why that is. Buenas tardes, profesores y maestros, familias, amigos, y por supuesto la clase de 2026. Y hoy realmente es un buen día. Y les cuento en un momento por qué lo es, aunque tengamos el hábito de decir buenas tardes al seguido. So in reality, a couple months ago when I started writing my speech, I was putting so many of these ideas together, what experiences we shared as a class, like going through the very crowded hallways in between classes. And then I came to the realization, as I was sitting in front of you all, that a lot of the things that I was going to say was already mentioned by all the speakers that we've had. And so that leaves me with one message for this class, this amazing class. And that is that regardless of how different our futures may be, what careers we choose or what we confront ourselves with, one thing is for certain. And I'm sure that you all got it from the beautiful speeches that we've heard today, that we come from the same place, Central Iceland. So let's go show the world what we're made of. Let's always be brave enough to look for the truth in every situation. En realidad, un par de meses antes, cuando empecé a escribir este discurso, empecé a poner todas las ideas que pude pensar sobre la experiencia en la secundaria y que compartimos como una clase, como atravesando los pasillos llenos de gente entre clases. Y después, sentada justo antes de ustedes, me di cuenta de que todo lo que se podía decir sobre la experiencia en la secundaria ya fue mencionado por muchos de los que vinieron antes de mí para dar su discurso. Así que solo tengo un mensaje para todos ustedes, y ese mensaje es que no importa qué tan diferentes sean nuestros futuros, qué carreras elegimos o con qué nos enfrentamos, una cosa sigue siendo cierto para todos nosotros, y eso es que venimos del mismo lugar, Central Ice. Así que mostrémosle al mundo de qué estamos hechos. Siempre seamos lo suficiente valientes para buscar la verdad en cada situación. Something that helped me search for the truth is actually Jesus, and I'd like to thank God right in front of all of you today, because that's a big round of applause. And one of the Bible quotes or verses that got me through was John chapter 8, verse 32. Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. So I hope you all take that message with you today, and the most important thing, go look for a very delicious dessert tonight to celebrate, because after all, what would be a good day without a good dessert? And congratulations to the class of 2026. Pero para los que no saben por qué estamos aplaudiendo, les quería decir que una de las cosas que me ayudó mucho y durante los últimos años en Central Ice, los 3 años, fue Jesús, Dios. Y hay una Biblia que me ayudó, fue el versículo de Juan, capítulo 8, versículo 32. Entonces conocerán la verdad y la verdad los hará libre. Me gustaría que ustedes lo lleven con ustedes para el futuro, mostrar que Central Ice realmente puede. Y que vayan a buscar un postre rico hoy para celebrar, porque después de todo, ¿qué sería un buen día sin un buen postre? Y felicidades a la clase de 2026.
Thank you, Leticia. At this time, I'd like to call up Councilman Guadron to the microphone.
Good evening, Central Islip! Good evening, class of 2026! I'm Central Islip Councilman Jorge Guadron. I represent North Bay Shore, Brentwood, and areas of Central Islip. I am an immigrant from El Salvador. Due to the political violence in the 80s, my family and I were forced to come to this country who opened up the doors and embraced us. If I did it this far, you can make it much more farther! Sitting among you, there might be the next Mr. or Madam President of the United States of America. So a round of applause to yourselves. And on behalf of the Town of Islip Council, my own and all of the residents in Islip Township, we want to recognize Camila Sarmiento Romero for becoming the salutatorian of class of 2026 and Leticia M. So please, a round of applause for them.
Thank you, Councilman Guadron. And now the moment that everyone's been waiting for. Mr. Alcantara, President of the Board of Education, members of the Central Islip Board of Education, and Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Dungy, I now present to you the candidates for graduation from Central Islip High School. They have fulfilled all the requirements incumbent upon them as set forth by the New York State Board of Regents. They have earned the right to call themselves graduates of the Central Islip High School class of 2026. At this time, I ask that our Board of Education and District Administration assist in presenting our graduating seniors with their diplomas for our students. Row 1, please stand. welcome our Central Islip faculty who will assist with the reading of the names.
Ladies and gentlemen, your class of 2026, Leticia King, Camila Samuel Moronero, Tiffany Chukili, Isabella J.
María
Rodríguez. Mia Font. Crystal Force. Steven Bronska Abrego. Gabby Frick. Amari Rigsby. Oscar Fuentes. Jair Fuentes. Jailin Fuentes. Kenny Arqueta. Jenny Fuentes. Kimberly García. Genesis García Rodríguez. Dylan García. José García. Mateo García. Anthony García. Charlie García. Rodney García. Brandon Nieto. Jamie Gaston. Jimmy Gaston Jr. Anaya Gilman. Leonard Jordan Atkinson. Kylie Jiménez. Daniela Girón. Jordan Yandel. Mariana Goicochea. Aileen Gómez. Jason Gómez. Sergio Gómez. Anderson Gómez. Justin Gómez Castro. Kevin González. Ariana González. Ryan González Jaquet. Ariana Granado. Naima Grimes. Anaya Grimes. Widna Guerrier. Jacqueline Guevara. Dania Guevara. David Ochoa. Andy Gutiérrez. Kylie Anafi. Kimberly Hernández. Sergio Hernández. Henry Hernández. Lisette Hernández. Selvi Hernández. Angélica Caballero Hernández. Alison Hernández Chita. Jonathan Gill Sean. Cintia Hernández Machado. José Hernández Méndez. Justin Hernández Romero. Leonardo Hidalgo. Des Holman. Cara Layot. Ayan Hussein. Verónica Hidrobo. Axel Jacinto. Yadeya Jackson.
Kathy Sanchez. Kenya Sanchez. Angel Sanchez. John Sanchez. Eliza Sanchez Luciano. Jeremy Sanchez Restrepo. Joseph Santos. Laura Simon Cardenas. Victoria Estrada. Kenny Seacomer. Larry Serrano. Evelyn Serrano. Tatiana Serrano. Haywood Shelton Jr. Olivia Shelton. Joshua Skipper. Deanna Smith.
Emilio Smith, Susana Soberanes Espinosa, Mohamed Ariel, Gabriel Sorto, Camila Sorto, Jason Sosa, Alison Sosa Melendez, Diego Suarez,
Can I stand right here?
Eulalia Sony, Olina Soli, Trinity Taylor, Miss Lady Tejada Rosario, Disney Tiburon, Jasmine Thompson, Frank Torres, Jason Torres, Emily Torres Izaguirre, Laura Turcio, Gabriel Turcio, Michaela Turcios Gomez, Harold Turcios Garcia, Kelvin Uceda, Jamie Umansor, Krishna Umansor, Joshua Umansor Espinal, José Joe Urbina, Jacqueline Urrutia, Daniela Urrutia, Alexander Weissman, Fernando Valle, Edgar Vanegas Hernández, María Vargas Romero, Christian Vasquez, Tomás Alcides Vázquez Flores, Alfredo Vázquez Soto, Lisbeth Vázquez Soto, Alexandra Vázquez Vera, Adrián Velázquez, Ashley Velázquez, Stephanie Velázquez, Leslie Velázquez Berrio, Jocelyn Velázquez Bonilla, Angie Velázquez Goya, Marcial Velázquez, Estrellita Rocío Garay, Carlos Joan Santos Bonilla, Brian Miranda, Arlene Hogan, Jeremy Oriana, Ashley Turcio, Gary Maldonado, Miyaki Williams, Nala Noel, Natalie Blanco, Nicole Nicola Fernandez, Michaela Kristen,
Graduates, please stand. The turning of the tassel from right to left signifies that you are a graduate. Turn the tassel to left. By the powers vested in me by the Superintendent of Schools and the Board of Education of Central Islip School District, I declare the class of 2026 as graduates of Central Islip High School. Congratulations. At this time, we will begin our recessional. All parents and guests, please remain seated until all students have exited the arena. All families, please exit through the same doors where you entered. Students will join you for pictures once they're able to exit the building. Thank you for celebrating with us. We wish you all the best and have a wonderful summer.